And we're live.
White
Katie and I
smoke,
coming to
people.
you from the home of the new Pope.
That's right. Not
He's
me.
a Sox fan.
The Pope's a White Sox fan?
Yes.
No wonder he believes in divine intervention. That's crazy.
So unfortunately, it does mean that the Cubs are not going to win a World Series again for a while.
Yeah. Papa Frankie got us the Cubs win. And his work was done.
Now, I wasn't raised Catholic. Is there significance in him being Leo the 14th?
Yes.
There were 13 Leos before him.
You piece of shit. Oh, God. Yeah, the short answer is yes. I was not raised Catholic either, but it's like it has to do. It's not unlike picking your D&D class. Like the different names have different vibes with the people who have had them and chosen them before.
That's so much pressure to pick a new one.
I mean, but at the same time, you got to be ready for pressure as the Pope, I would say. It seems like a high-pressure gig.
Yeah. I mean,
anybody else served as a Pope? Am I right there?
If you've been a Pope before,
yeah, let me see
you
popes
were
in the chat.
Conclave. How?
Press 1 if you too struggled poping.
Is Stanley Tucci in the chat? Tucci, tell us.
I don't know. I was about to spoil Conclave. Let me not. And apologies for spoiling.
Do they not pick a Pope at the end?
They do. They do. That's what I'm saying. I can't reveal who. I'll spoil the real Conclave in reality.
I see.
But I won't spoil Tucci's Conclave.
No.
Is it? I thought the guy who played Voldemort was in Conclave.
He is.
You're right on both counts. We've got, what is it, John Lithgow?
Yeah.
John, we've got
an uncle holy trinity of Stanley Tucci, Ray Fiennes, and John Lithgow. I actually was so pissed that movie wasn't a full comedy start to finish because I was like, do you know who you have?
Wow.
There's funny parts, but nobody slips on a banana peel or anything, which is a huge waste of
John Lithgow's time.
Yeah, right.
John Lithgow's not an alien in this movie, and that is a problem.
Right.
Do you think there's a director's cut that is a comedy?
I hope so.
The behind the scenes must be crazy.
Oh, so good.
You think this Pope also vapes? I hope so. That
could.
one cardinal. I don't know.
Well, how do you think they got the white smoke out there? It's whoever can take the grip.
I
we
mean,
lost a
isn't
lot
he
of cardinals.
69? So, I mean, come on.
It's a shame we won't be around for 420 Pope.
When the Pope is 420?
No, when there is the 420th
right,
Pope.
Right.
I
mean, we can try to
69 popes?
What?
You were talking about his age. I thought it was what number Pope we're on.
The 69th Pope, yeah.
Oh, he's 267.
That sounds more correct. We could try to speed run getting to the 420th Pope.
Don't let JD Vance near him. We will be speed running Pope.
No, that's what I'm saying. Get him back in there. And we start electing the most frail in hopes that we can start stacking maybe more than one a year.
What if it's two popes? One is always a backup pope.
That's right.
I mean, there was a period where there were the Great Schism. There were two of them.
Oh, that's true. Actually, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think there were three at one point.
At
the biggest extent of the problem, I think there were three. I'm not sure. There might have just been three branches of Catholicism, two of which were bold enough to have their own pope.
I thought schism was slang for foreskin or something.
So when you heard of the Great Catholic Schism,
I was
yeah, no wonder a lot of people were upset. Sounds awful.
Sounds awful.
Well, yeah, one of the popes always tells the truth and the other lies.
That's good. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, shit, Leo's already chastised JD. He's like, you're not killing me. Stay the hell away.
Right, so yes, there was a period of three popes.
There was, okay.
Three popes,
Pope,
all alike in dignity.
Pope
Very
Urban
different.
the 6th, Pope Clement the 7th, and Pope Martin the 5th.
And which one beat up the gorilla?
Wait, all of them said that they were the next number. Like the 5th, and the 5th guy's still alive, and someone's like, I'm the 6th Pope now. That's funnier than them all saying that they're the 5th Pope.
Yeah,
Because it's like the book shut on you, old man. Pope number 6 is here. You can stay alive, though. That's crazy.
Well, and the 5th was the final one. He was the winner.
Yo, that's
the
Man.
comedy that we need John Lithgow in.
right. A bunch of actors, keep the same actors, but Rafe and Stanley and John are just popes 5, 6, and 7.
Duking it out.
Man,
Star Wars Episode 5, A New Pope.
shout out to Jeff and Emily Hope. We just were at their wedding at Fair. They chose the new name Hope, which was lovely. It was an incredible wedding. I cried start to finish, which is the most you can ask for, I think. And only when I got home was I enraged to realize that the first song that they played in the ceremony playlist was a lovely piano Star Wars cover, A New Hope, before they had announced that there were 2 New Hopes. I was so mad.
That's very cute.
A
That's
masterclass.
good. That's good. You know what else is real good?
The IT crowd.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Improv Technology. That's us. My name is Jeff Wolfall. I am your host, and tonight I am joined by 2 of the best improvisers that I have been able to trick to get on the internet on video with me. Let me introduce them to you right now. Rocking the definitely didn't get bitten by a vampire neckband. It's Katie Hope Noble.
It wasn't a vampire or a zombie or a tick.
Definitely didn't just see Sinners.
Definitely didn't. Not me.
And next up, now in HD, it's Jared Haverding.
Don't look too closely.
He's got his beard is a different color than his hair.
Stop. Shoo you.
Away.
And we are here to do some improv for you all tonight. And boy, oh boy, am I glad to be here with you. Are you ready to get started?
Wish I had a basketball.
Imagine that at the sporting events. Instead of y'all ready for this, is everybody ready to get started?
Maybe they tried that and people said no.
Oh my God. I saw on Instagram today. Somebody was saying the Pope missed his opportunity to come out to the Michael Jordan music.
The Pope doing the LeBron chalk throw.
Dear God. All right.
We'll have to wait till the next Pope now.
We have to wait for the next Chicago Pope.
God,
Yeah.
we're ruined. I guess we can wait again. This is the first. He has dual citizenship with Peru, so he's from the Americas.
Yes.
All right, what were you saying, Jeff?
We got
I
to do
guess.
improv.
Yeah,
That
do
means
we?
everything from this point forward, we're making up. I only have the faintest idea of an order of things that are going to get started to happen. So the first game we're going to play is a new game that we haven't played here, but we're definitely stealing it from a more financially successful improv institution. And it's a game that we're calling Once More with Feeling. In this game, Katie and Jared will get a line that they have to deliver with increasing acting skills. So this is just a real Meisner test of their abilities.
You can win. You can win this.
I can win this.
I don't even want to do a Meisner.
All right, so the line is. Let me just type it up so it can get up on the screen. Let me make sure I have it right.
I'll forget. Yeah.
Yeah.
This line comes to us from Erin Gualtieri. So, starting us off, Katie.
This could be fun.
All right. Jared. A little bit more.
This could be fun.
All right. Katie, a little more.
This could be fun.
Jared, like you're at the Jersey Shore.
This could be fun.
Katie, like you are from Transylvania.
This could be fun.
Jared, like you're Kermit the Frog.
This could be fun. I could squiggle my mouth like that.
Katie, like your Daffy Duck.
Oh wait, Daffy Duck is different than Donald Duck.
Yes.
Hold on. Well, this could be fun.
Wow. Wow, that was good.
Jared, like your Eeyore.
This could be fun.
Oh.
The pathos. Katie, like your Cookie Monster.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh God!
We got her. We got her.
Sorry. Hold on. I was gonna pop up and go.
Just cruelly leaving it on this the entire time while you set it back up. Incredible.
Okay.
Jared.
Yeah.
Like you've been asked out on a first date.
This could be fun.
Oh, he's so anxious.
Katie, like you've just been told you're the before person in the commercial that you got hired to do.
This could be fun.
Jared, like you've been caught sneaking into the house.
You got to knock it over if you get up.
This could be fun.
Katie, I want you to do it like you're having a bad psychedelic trip.
This could be fun.
And that's the end of the game.
Oh, losing a fight with a bandana. That's about right for that type of experience.
I've never had a bad psychedelic trip. Not because I haven't done drugs, but
My
because I'm in a
vibes.
good state of mind.
Vibes are just too strong.
My vibes are just too strong. You can't knock me down.
The vibes are important.
I can't. This is very tight now, so I'm going to mess with this for a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
you really. I
think
thought it
there's-
was supposed to fit over your head, and I was like, wow, she's just an incredible mime. And then I realized halfway through that you're an incredible mime, and it doesn't come off that way.
That's Meisner, baby. The real actor.
I told you. You could win.
Good win. All right. Anyway, keep going.
That was so well done. You see, folks, these are real actors, not people.
We're not even paid actors. That's not true.
That's
you guys
not
donate
true.
very generously
And
to
speaking
us.
of, if you'd like to make sure we stay professional actors, where am I? Let me just reach across into Katie. I fully expected my arm to come into your frame.
I don't know where to go.
You can find us at the IT Crowd. We appreciate it.
We do. Alex keeps it, and then he gives it to us when he decides we deserve it.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. It's a sort of a loan.
Whenever he gets a break at the 20-sided tavern.
And you know he gets them. Okay.
They in between shows, they just hit him with a bucket of cold water, polish his head, and send him back out.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
But that brings us to our next game. And this is a game that we call Scene Noir. In this game, Katie and Jared will be acting out a film noir style scene, complete with the music and the little aside cutaways. So I'm going to get the music ready. And I'm going to go away. To get you started, your suggestion for this comes from Brianna Bloomer and roommate Nikki. Thank you, Brianna and Nikki. You are at a construction site. And whenever the music starts, you can start.
You ever seen anything like this?
I can't see anything at all, but I could smell the hot summer sun on the dusty dirt road. I could hear the jackhammers, and I could feel the aura of the man in front of me, smoking a hand-rolled cigarette.
Damn straight. It ain't just the sun you're smelling. That's some of New York City's finest asphalt, bubbling in a big old pot. I remember it like it was yesterday. She walked into my office with a big ass bucket of asphalt. I said, that should be outside. But here we are.
What do you want me to do with this big old bucket of asphalt now that it's outside?
Well, people's feet gotta fall on something, don't they?
Tip tap, tip tap. I'm making these happen. Okay. Tip tap. Heels clattered across the asphalt that was freshly laid. It would have made a different sound, but it hadn't quite settled yet. So she was just leaving pinpricks. And oh, she lost a shoe. Whatever are we to do with this Cinderella, a size 11? Do you recognize this high heel, this Louboutin size 11?
It's a mighty shoe for a mighty dame. Looks like it matches all the holes she left in my asphalt and my heart. That's right. OSHA would never approve it. But me and the foreman, we're chucking back a bottle of red a night. At first, it started as business. How long does it take asphalt to dry? Questions of that nature. But I make an incredible penne alla vodka, and that's where the trouble started. It's gotten me into trouble before.
I recognize that trouble. Only last week you were making vodka penne with that sweet, sweet smelling cigarillo slinging silver fox of a man that
That's
we
right.
call Sears. We were working on his tower.
That's right. Man's got a fine tower. Speaking of, Hugo.
When he said tower, I couldn't help but think of the time when I was a child where my mother left me at the top of the wrong tower. It was the Empire State Building. And she said, look out into the world. This is Chicago. I didn't have the heart to tell her.
Speaking of, what are you doing for dinner tonight? All business.
Only business?
A business dinner.
A business dinner. Well, I was hoping to see a man about some 2x4s at about 2 after 4.
With me, it's all 10s, baby. 2x10s. Way worse to work with. Extremely.
And that's the scene.
I can play the rest of the show.
2x10s. Much worse to work with.
Much worse to work with.
Oh, that's fun. The music
Jared-
actually adds so much.
Did you ever have to take like a scene shop class?
I've never studied acting at any point.
I wouldn't be able to tell.
Oh, thank you. I mean, I went to Christian college. I acted cool there.
That's close enough.
You were an onion, and I learn a new layer every time I talk to you, Jared.
It wasn't fully my plan. Let's just say that.
It was God's plan.
If it was, I mean, could be. I hope the college paid that God, because they made a pretty penny off his plan.
What did you major in?
Secondary education and English.
Okay, that tracks.
Mhm.
That's essentially being an actor.
It
You
told
got
me
it.
what a genre was.
Ooh.
I gotta put. It's too tempting to
It
keep
is.
taking drags off this mat.
It's called the Devil's Stick for a reason. Devil's Stick, you dirty, dirty birds.
Thank you. Yeah, they won't be able to do anything with Devil's Stick. Good
No.
clarification.
Aren't
You
those
take the
things that all the
devil's
kids were
stick.
playing with at the Ren Fair back in 2013?
They're still there. They're still there. I watch the same guy almost drop it every day.
Almost.
But he's very good at almost dropping it. It never actually falls. Very impressive.
You know what else is impressive? Whatever
Venmoing
that
us at the IT crowd.
I gotta shake the noir off. It was so natural that I'm still speaking in noir patterns. It's just so addictive to
You found your
trail
calling.
off. Yeah, just that's the
You
thing.
walked into my improv show and
She logged into my Zoom.
hey, we do the sexy game at the end of the show.
That's right.
Now,
Yeah.
you got to take a vantage point. This is the game where Katie and Jared will be answering advice questions that you all asked last week, but we're finally getting to them this week. But in order to do this, they are characters that we've generated from your suggestions. So, Katie, you will be responding to these characters as a drunk who's always on the verge of crying.
Okay, first, who suggested that?
That one came from Courtney Koval.
Courtney Koval. I feel attacked, but you're right.
You found yourself in the crosshairs.
I'll be right back.
All right, and Jared, you will be answering these questions as Tarzan.
Oh no!
And that suggestion came from Dan Gualtieri.
You mother! I'm gonna go with early game Tarzan. Tarzan that wears shirts and stuff is no good.
Okay, not what was it, Lord Whitestone, right? That's who.
I
inherited title.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
You know Tarzan's secret name? That's crazy. His formal title.
All right, so here we go. Welcome to the Vantage Point. Tonight we are joined by two illustrious panelists here to answer your questions. Let's have our panelists introduce themselves. Our first panelist.
Hi. My name is Kelsey. I'm a junior at the University of Kentucky, and I am from Kappa Delta. I'm sorry. I saw a really little dog on the way.
Well, we're very grateful to have you here, Kelsey.
I'm so happy to be here.
And our next panelist.
Me, Tarzan, Tree 6, Pisces.
Oh my God, you're a Pisces? My stepdad's a Pisces.
Me get Capricorn a lot. But me Pisces.
All right. Well, we're very grateful to have you here. We have questions from our listeners that they would love your input on. Our first question comes to us from Becca Terrio, and Becca just wants to know where she should go on her summer vacation.
Oh,
Kelsey?
Becca. Let me tell you, honey. Listen, the Kappa Kappa Deltas and I recently went to Cancun. It was really great. It was like an all expenses paid thing, and like we had such a great time. But honestly, Lauren H was such a Kappa Kappa Delta girl. Not saying mean things. So I think you should go to Cancun.
All right. Thank you, Kelsey.
You're welcome.
Tarzan?
Whenever Tarzan needs mix-up, Tarzan go other side of forest. So Becca Forest.
Becca Forest? Oh my
Other
God,
side.
you know Becca Forest?
Tarzan no Becca Forest.
She is. What do you think about her?
Tarzan having middling experiences with Becca Forest.
Yeah, she's stupid.
Tarzan think Becca is stupid as well.
Mm-hmm.
Becca Forest. Never Beccaterio.
Never Becca
Tarzan loves Beccaterio.
Oh my God, Beccaterio was like such an angel. Like, I can't. She always comes up with the funnest things to do. And like, I just really think that, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get emotional.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Why don't we just move on to the next question? Our next question comes from Erin Gualtieri. Erin just wants to know, what's the best color to paint her front door?
Tarzan say depends on Erin color palette. Tarzan say complementary best.
Yeah, like if you're a winter, then maybe you should think of like grays or like a rich steel blue. And I know what you're thinking. What is steel blue? But it is the color of Brandon's eyes.
Take blue?
Huh?
Tarzan not know steel. Take blue?
Like steel, STEEEL?
Tarzan struggle with homophones.
Listen, Kelsey is really picking up what Tarzan is putting down. So if you would like
branches?
Branches.
Tarzan think Kelsey in bathroom for a long time.
I wasn't pooping, if that's what you were thinking.
Tarzan just saying, line out here.
So you mean to tell me that me, a girl, can go into the bathroom and try and go to the poop and like I'm trying to poop outside and like my therapist really thinks that I should be paying more attention to that, and I think it was really wrong of you to bring that up. And could I get another rosé, please?
Sure thing. We're also going to move on to the next question while you're waiting for your next order. Kelly McGuire wants to know, what's something that she can invest in for a quick return?
Kelly, I don't know if you have talked to Trisha. She is our treasurer. But lately she's been doing this thing where she embroiders bags with like whatever you want on it. And if you buy like 900 of her bags, you could go into debt if you don't sell enough. But if you sell enough, you can turn a quick profit, and then you get your friends to also sell 900 bags, and then they get their friends, and it's all a stream that just keeps on churning and churning, and there's no end in sight, and then you're stuck with all of these monogrammed bags. and they all just say KKK, and you're like, what am I supposed to do with these? It was supposed to be KKD for Kappa Kappa Delta, and now I'm stuck with all these racist names!
Tarzan learned from squirrels. Tarzan see one nut become a mighty tree. And Tarzan think, that's all right.
Beautiful,
You're
Tarzan.
a comforting presence, Tarzan. Thank you for being
Tarzan
here.
get that a lot. Capricorn often.
I thought you were a Pisces.
Tarzan
Are you
is
lying
Pisces.
to me now?
Kelsey see Tarzan true Pisces.
Okay.
Tarzan feel like Tarzan and Kelsey best friends forever.
I think we are best friends forever, Tarzan. Kelsey see Tarzan. Tarzan see Kelsey. And I feel like I could use another drink. Can I get a refill, please?
We have one final question for the two of you. And this one actually comes from Evelyn Gualtieri. Evelyn wants to know what new shoes she should buy for special occasions.
Shoes trap. Shoes trap. Feet already there.
Honestly, Evelyn, I'm going to have to go with Tarzan on this one because it really isn't so much about the shoes that you put on your feet for special occasions, but the shoes that you hold in your hand while you're walking home from the bar.
Tarzan agree. Shoes strongest as mid-torso accessory.
Thank you. I've been trying to tell
Amazing.
people that.
Care for your arches.
Yeah.
Well, thank you both so much for being on this panel. Do you have any parting words for our viewing and listening audience?
Oh!
What he said.
And that's the game.
Oh, I've met Kelsey 100 times in my
I've
life.
been
That was
Kelsey
remarkable.
100 times.
That was remarkable. Yeah, shout out. I was trying to go like true in a forest Tarzan, but then oh. Absolutely.
That's good. It is important to consider.
I love the choice to make chef a waiter and the host. Like, we really dissolved the boundaries.
Such an illustrious panel of experts there.
I mean, it's the two people you hope to meet at a bar.
That's true. That's true.
Inside you, there are two wolves.
You either meet Tarzan or Kelsey. Sorry, man. I'm having more of a Kelsey night. You're on a Tarzan vibe. We should probably just call it.
As a generation is searching for the new Hogwarts houses to replace, you're either Team Tarzan or Team Kelsey.
It's true.
And they are not gendered things. They are just vibes.
No. I was going to take my shirt off for Tarzan, but I'm not
We
Mike
can't
Garland.
even see it.
I'm not Mike. Yeah, right. It would be for shoulders at most. Mike's on a beach somewhere, and he just felt like his ears just started burning. He could tell.
Because he's on a beach, that means he probably has his shirt off right now.
Oh, 100%. He found an excellent crab today.
Oh.
And I know because I received a picture of it.
Do you want to show it to us?
No. Here we go.
Oh.
No.
Phenomenal.
Oh, that is a good crab.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got little pincher. He's got big old pinchers.
Mm-hmm.
Papa crab.
You know what else has big old pinchers?
Don't.
Our next game. Our next game is a silent film dub. That means that Jared and Katie are going to be taking over providing the voices to a muted YouTube video. because was this film originally silent? No.
Who
But
knows?
you won't know that because it's in black and white, and silent films and black and white films are the same thing to us.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so what if this one was a talkie? Who cares?
Yeah. All right. So there are only 2 characters in this scene. I'll trust you to figure out. which one-
Spoilers. Spoilers ahead for He Walked by Night.
Yes. The crime noir. And here we go.
Boy. Yeah, you're always breathing down my neck, Johnson.
Well, I mean, it's fun to breathe.
Oh, there's
down your
captions
neck.
on.
Oh,
Yeah, so anyway, that kid won't get out of my tree.
Well, you got a big thing there. What is this? I'm gonna get a little closer to it.
Yeah, I've been working this up in the garage. You're probably wondering, now what the
What
hell
the
does this
hell
thing
is it?
fry?
Yeah. What will this thing fry?
Well, I'll tell you what it won't fry. Nothing.
It's not an air fryer.
Eggs, beads, fries, towels. I was chucking everything in there, and I
What?
couldn't get it to fail. I love how the side of this feels.
Well, I'll tell you what it could feel like. It could feel like $1 million if we sell this thing right. Now, let me tell you, I know a girl who embroiders bags.
No, back up, back up. I liked working with you better, pal. I
I'm
like
just-
looking at you and touching my machine.
We got to keep this a kid show, but
No, we don't. Not with the way this thing fries.
well, maybe
Now
I'll
I'm-
touch it a little bit too. Oh,
Yeah, get your paws on my machine.
I'm
Now-
really putting my mitts all over it.
I'm dying to power this up. Yeah, let's sign something.
Well, if I sign this, you promise that you'll only have your mitts on this machine for me?
Well, other than right now, man's got to take a stand so that they can get a different shot from time to time. This better be my check.
It is. Don't look at it.
No, I trust you. That's going right in safe.
I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you walk away. It's frozen on my end, but I can only
Yeah, keep-
imagine what
keep
is being
talking.
said.
Anyway,
I'm just going to keep talking because I'm not quite sure what's happening here. Do
like I said, it fries anything.
you have a gun?
No,
Oh,
I'm just taking out one of the devil's dicks.
oh, one of these devil dicks. I'd love one if you've got one to spare.
Hey, keep your chin up, sport.
and scene.
I've got to get a real computer. I didn't know what was happening. Just trying to listen.
I literally have an extra monitor that I'm looking at. If you just want to, I'll leave it on the, we'll do a porch pickup. If you just want to come through.
Just come through. I'll pass by.
I will be in
Smash it.
Chicago in 2 months.
What,
If you want
for?
a computer monitor on the way to Iowa.
I understand.
But I will be seeing the people.
Hey, all you people.
So if you're going to be in Chicago,
I'll be there.
I will be in Chicago.
I'll be there.
that's right. I never know.
Nope. I almost used my middle finger, and then I
This
remembered
is a
what we're
kid's
doing.
show.
This is a kid show.
Kids show. Yeah, no, that guy was definitely caressing the side of that machine. Very strange.
He
As soon as-
loved it.
As soon as you said, I know a woman, I was like, back
No,
up.
you
Back
Back
up.
up.
Not the way I'm touching this machine, pal.
Oh man, can you believe we only have 2 games left?
I
That's
can.
crazy.
We're not really yappers.
You know, I mean, but it also is going quick when there's no games that you're not in. I feel like I just teleported to this point of the show.
It's very true. It's very
Fair.
true. But I think our next game might pad out the time a little bit because we're going to do a 90-second detective.
All right.
Now, there
Lock
are
and
only
load.
3 of us, so this very well might only take 90 seconds.
This is our best shot we've ever had, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still going to beef it. Don't worry.
We're gonna do the 90-second detective you've all come to know and love,
Just
which
think.
is really 5 minutes.
30 seconds, 10 seconds per clue, and then we move on.
Right.
We'll get them all wrong, but let's do it 90 for real.
Okay. I'm gonna get ready.
So I'm gonna stay
wrong.
in. Jared and Katie are gonna go away because I know the information and I have to try and communicate it to them only using charades and gibberish. Is the only like sound that I can make. So here's what we got. The location of this crime comes to us from Dan Gualtieri. Thank you, Dan. We are at a Home Depot. So thank you for that. The occupation of the victim comes to us from Aaron Gualtieri, and they are a dog poop cleaner-upper. Now, we'll try to get that as close to that exact phrasing as possible. And then finally, the weapon comes to us from Debbie Willis Hamlin. Thank you, Debbie. This person was killed by a bird feeder. So once again, the crime took place in a Home Depot. The victim was a dog poop cleaner-upper, and the weapon was a bird feeder. So I'm going to get the stopwatch going as soon as the first person comes in, and we'll see how this goes. Here we go. Zabada! Zabada! Cha-ching! Zabba the and then tweet 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 deep 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 Sabada Sabada
Scabadoo.
Scabadoo, babadibam.
Scabadoo.
Ting ting. Boom 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 boom. And
Zippy.
yeah, that was about scoododum.
Skadiboo.
Skidabum bum bum. Knock man out.
Ding dong. Arf arf arf. Have it up.
Yeah.
Zippity.
Yeah.
Zippity boo.
Yeah. You can wear me.
and that's time.
I always forget to kill him at the end.
And
we lose
the
valuable
thing that
seconds
slows us down the most
every week.
All right. So, time-wise, what do you think?
I didn't feel like it was the golden 90, but
I'm gonna say 3 minutes.
I'm feeling 107 seconds, which would be 1 and 47, I guess.
Yeah, I thought you majored in English, not math.
We had to take basic STEM.
The person closest without going over was Debbie Willis Hamlin at 2:04.
Oh.
We did it in 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
It's not bad.
That's unheard of.
But let's see how accurate we got.
I think we did it.
Jared.
It made sense to me. Okay.
What was the location?
We were in a home improvement store, such as a Lowe's or a Home Depot.
It was a Home Depot.
Yes!
All right.
Yes. I know Home Depot. I got that right away.
What was the occupation?
The occupation to me was a dog walker. Someone who shows up to your house, walks your dog, and picks up their poop.
Mm-hmm. Katie?
It was specifically the The dog poop picker-upper, a pooper scooper. If
Yes! And that is exactly the phrase that Aaron put in there. Dog
Oh,
picker-upper.
as the occupation. Dog walkers do that. I'm taking that as a W.
Yeah. It was good. It was.
There's
very
no way
good.
it's very hard to in mime exclude walking from that description.
Yes.
Jeff did it.
Damn.
Jeff did.
Damn.
And that's really why it took over 90 seconds. I was a minute and 13 seconds of this.
Oh,
It worked.
it's not
though.
our problem, is it, Jared?
It worked. It's not my problem. I'll tell you that for sure.
But finally, Jared, what was the weapon?
Okay. This is the one. At first, I thought fairy because of the background music, but I came to believe it was a hummingbird based on the confirmation of the wing speed.
Okay, Katie, what did you think?
I also thought it was a hummingbird.
I failed you. It was a bird feeder.
Oh,
Tough. Very tough.
So we got
Which is
close.
what a hummingbird would occupy. I see.
Yes.
Exactly.
See the
Absolutely.
problem.
Absolutely. But I think that was pretty darn good.
That's pretty
Well
good.
done, team. Well
Yeah. That's more than you can expect from the loose garbage on this show normally.
If you want us to keep this standard or better, then go to the IT crowd.
Yeah, wait, how would that even work? Pay us now so we do more shows instead of
Isn't
the
that what
other
an
people.
investment is?
But here's the thing: if they're not on the show, they missed out. They need the money on the show, so we would have to push our own friends down into poverty to do this, which I think I'm okay
They're
with.
choosing to
You
not
think
hang out with us
it would
right now.
cost them too
Yeah,
much?
they're already actors, actually, so they don't have that much further to go. So I
You're
think
right.
it should be fine.
You're right.
Aaron is very excited that you got the exact wording of dog poop picker
That's a
up.
tough occupation
Yeah.
to get.
Dog
Yeah.
picker upper.
How does one get that gig? I wonder.
Well, you start as a dog walker,
Hmm.
and then actually you start as the person who hoses off dog piss on the side of the road. And
then
you
Dog
become the
kiss,
dog walker.
squeegeer.
Yes.
Whoa. I didn't know they had those.
They should. Stinks.
Are you kidding? That's Clementine's favorite pastime on walks is sniffing where other dogs have peed.
Oh, that's like a bulletin board.
But we got to do a reset every now and then. At the
You
end of the
would erase-
semester, they don't leave up all the posters on the bulletin board.
But it rains. You would clear the message board like that? Just delete months of dogs?
Yes.
Wow.
Harsh
Wow.
mod right there.
That's practically book burning, washing the hydrant.
That's good. That's a good joke, Jared. Venmo Jared $1 for that joke.
do not make that the joke I get paid for. Make it my other honest work. Put that away.
Good one. I liked that one. I'll Venmo you the $1 for that. That was good.
You know what? Thank you. I'll take it.
All right. We have time for more than one more game, but here's what we'll do. If
Yeah.
we finish this game and there is still more time, we'll level up Katie's character to level 3, which is where the campaign is starting.
I still haven't figured out the name of my character, though.
Name her character.
Yeah, drop names for a Furbolg grave cleric who's kind of sad in the chat.
I would like an emo name. Like
Yeah.
I'm thinking like a Gerard Butler. Like
It's got to have a fantasy something to
sure, but that's
It can-
where you find folk. come
Yes,
in.
it can be 90% Gerard Butler though. I think.
When I was a fire dog.
What if his name was Paneth Cat the Disco?
Panis cat. That's cute.
I wish I had a tomato that would sail far enough to hit you in Chicago.
What's that Christmas song? I wish there was a river that I would skate away on.
Not Joni Mitchell's River in reference to throwing a really long tomato. She didn't mean it, Joni. Don't strike her down. Oh my gosh.
All right. Final game, and then maybe we'll get to the Fearbulg.
I wish I had a mater.
We're going to finish things off with a little bit of I like my partners. So they're going to fill in the age-old aphorism. I like my partners like I like my whatever we fill in the blank with, and then drop some philosophy on us. So here we go. The first one, I like my partners like I like my fire hydrant.
I like my partners like I like my fire hydrant. Sprayed down once a month to clear the message boards.
I like my partners like I like my fire hydrant. Unwashed.
I like my partners like I like my fire hydrants. A community asset.
Ooh. I like my partners like I like my fire hydrants. You turn them on by twisting something real good.
Ooh, gross. Ow, shoot. I hurt myself. Sorry.
No.
No, it's all right. Keep going. I lost the joke.
All right. Next one. I like my partners like I like my mugs.
I like my partners like I like my mugs, just for looking at.
I like my partners like I like my mugs. The first thing I grab in the morning.
Oh.
Hey.
I like my partners like I like my mugs, full of full of things that surprise me. This is a Dolly Parton perfume. It does not smell good.
I like my partners like I like my mugs. Spider-Man.
I like my partners like I like my mugs on my face.
Oh.
Hmm.
All right. Next one.
Hold on. No.
Oh.
I like my partners like I like my mugs, artisan made.
Ooh.
So you're like they have hot parents? What does that even mean?
Artisanal.
The parents are artisans.
Right. Now, next one. I like my partners like I like my potato salad.
I like my partners like I like my potato salad. Creamy.
Hey.
I like my partners like I like my potato salad. Best when a mom's involved.
Oh.
I like my partners like I like my potato salad outside on a summer day.
Ooh.
I like my partners like I like my potato salad. A little warm on top of a folding table.
I like my partners like I like my potato salad with the skins on.
I like my partners like I like my potato salad next to a big ass stack of ribs.
Oh.
That's more of a pro rib joke. I'm not going to have sex with them. I just want
Are
ribs
there
to be
anti-rib
nearby.
jokes?
Sure. I like my partners like I like my potato salad. Nowhere near any ribs. It's a vegan cookout.
I like my partners like I like my potato salad in a deli container.
We
I like
lit
my
up for
partners
potato
like-
salad.
Last
Sorry,
one.
I thought my roommate was home.
Last one. I like my partners like I like my public library.
I like my partners like I like my public library, fully funded.
Yeah, and that's where we're gonna end the show.
Yes.
Tell them.
Yeah, guys, for real. Support your local libraries. We don't want any administration telling us what can and cannot be in our libraries.
Just check stuff out. It helps get their stats up.
Do it through Libby. Do it through Hoopla. Like, even if you're an audiobook person, like, get some books.
You can get movies. You can get CDs. They still exist in libraries.
I don't have a computer. I go to my local library if I want to submit for an audition. It is bizarre because I'm usually between two older women who do not know how to type.
Jared has a question.
How are we seeing you right now? You said you don't. What are
That's
you
my
on?
phone. This is my phone.
You're on your phone.
I'm on my phone.
Oh, you know what? I did see that fall off the tripod, and somehow I forgot. And I guess I was picturing a full monitor falling off and spinning multiple times.
That's why you were so eager to bring the monitor to me. I was like, I don't know if there's a way for me to like plug my phone into a monitor.
You were
but
like, I need a new computer, and I was thinking she probably just means a monitor.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I'll still bring you a monitor though.
What about you, Jeff? You library?
My mom was a librarian.
Oh,
East Brunswick
that's
Public
lovely.
Library represent. So I grew up basically in a library for like 2 nights a week. I just like spend until closing with her in the library after school. So I have a firm relationship with libraries. I love the Chicago Public Library. I'm also a member of the Chicago Tool Library, which is separate from the Chicago Public Library system.
Yeah.
But a lot, like the Uptown branch does have a library of things, just like Dan was talking about, which is super dope. But the Chicago Public Library came in clutch for me this month. I've been trying to read through Brandon Sanderson's The Stormlight Archives.
Yes.
And
We got
I
another
don't
one.
want to pay for Audible anymore.
Yeah.
So I found out that Spotify allows you to listen to audiobooks.
Mhm.
So I've been listening on Spotify, but then found out that you're restricted to only 15 hours of audiobook listening a month.
Mm-hmm.
And each book in the Stormlight Archives is 40 hours long.
Yeah, that's not even enough to get you to the rising action.
No. So after I spent my 15 hours for the month getting to a very epic point and then not being allowed to listen anymore,
Is this Way
I
of Kings?
borrowed the audiobook from Libby, which I now have for the next 2 weeks
Amazing.
until my Spotify minutes refresh.
How far into the Stormlight Archive are you?
I'm in Words of Radiance. I
Awesome.
just got past like the big duel in
Yes.
the arena.
Yes, amazing.
Mhm.
Yes, Kate.
How many books are there in that series?
There are 5. The 5th one came out this year,
Mhm.
and there will be 10. So he just finished the halfway point. So
Of
he
the
took
second book.
Yeah, you finished the halfway point of the second book. I'm saying Brandon Sanderson just hit the
Oh.
halfway point of the series after like
Mhm.
10 to 15 years.
Mhm.
It's getting good. It's worth reading, but it is worth reading just for the way he's doing the plot, because each book has to have its own little plot circle, and then there's like, books 1 through 5 kind of have their own circle, but it's only halfway into the 10 book circle. It's crazy. Only a Mormon could pull this off, and by God, is he ever?
Nobody told Stephanie Meyer that though.
I mean, if Twilight was a 10-book, 20,000 page epic across planets, I mean, I liked the first Twilight books. I remember when they came out.
I don't dislike Twilight. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Twilight girl. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
good.
I could have used more.
Yeah. You read Twilight and you're like, where's the space opera?
Oh,
Where's
Right, because there's 5 books in the series so far, but it's also starting to tie together the rest of his Cosmere, which
Mhm.
consists of other trilogies and series
Yeah.
and standalone books.
He's a real bastard.
Yeah.
I think they need to really go hard. Sorry, I'm coming back to Twilight because we were on the Mormon thing.
Speak on it.
I think that the whole Volturi need their own series because that is.
I was about to say that.
with lore.
When I said the sentence, where's the space opera? My next thought was the Volturi. They
Where,
just were wasted.
And like she lays out a bunch of lore on Carlisle that we never touch again. And it was I need it. I needs it.
I devoured those books when they came
She's
out.
supposedly writing another one. I don't need that. Aaron, I'm glad you told me, and I'm gonna read it. But I want Carlisle's lore.
I remember it was like the week they came out, or it was a huge thing when I was in high school. And at first it was like, God, you read this book all the girls are reading, and I was
Girl
like,
book.
I better just give it a try. And I read all of them in like a week.
Like a
or
week
so.
and a half.
Yeah, I was fully immersed.
Wow.
Like, how could you choose? How can you choose between two good men?
I was unfortunately very team Edward, but now as an adult with adult eyes, and I've recently listened to it through my Libby, going back to public libraries, I listened to the whole series again, and I'm just team Dad. I am team Charlie Swan.
Mhm.
That is the only redeemable character, and I love it.
I would never have guessed that you were Team Edward. That's frankly shocking.
I was very Christian.
You know what? It happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best of us. He did not want to have sex, and I was like, he's a man of God. Ooh, ooh.
This 800-year-old high schooler is a man of God. Thank God there's one on his band left. I have no idea how old he is for real.
It's like 117 or something like that. Sorry, Jeff, we keep interrupting you.
Bad.
No, it's okay. Apparently, Team Charlie is the only correct answer, according to Brianna and Aaron.
I saw some very compelling names in the scroll.
There
by
are.
the way. Now, I think Aaron may have meant this as 3 different submissions, but Iris Demetria Onyx or Iris Onyx Demetria as a full title is kind of doing it for me. And I feel like it would be a very funny joke for a lugubrious grave cleric to have like several names.
Mm-hmm.
What if I don't get it?
No, there's no joke. It's just a bunch of fancy names.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no.
Like very emo sounding names.
No, I'm just thinking of you being like, my name, Iris Demetria Amethyst Onyx.
That's
your cadence? That's actually so important to know.
I wrote their lore, and I still need to like flesh out the cult a
The
little bit
voice
and like how it's
yeah.
because like I want her to be very religious in like the grave cleric and like she's very deconstructed. I'm kind of living vicariously through it of like
that's what D&D is all
this
about.
religion in a very toxic way and is now trying to like re-engage with it correctly. Yeah.
We also have Geralt Butler.
Geralt.
How
Grim Butler. Death rolls for cutie.
Like an alligator.
She could be from the bayou. She could be from the Faerun Bayou.
Wait, Faerun as a bayou is crazy.
It's water real deep.
I'm just picturing like there. Oh, that would be amazing.
Wait.
Grinka.
Thank you for saying it. I was part of George Bush's America, so I should have been left behind as a child.
Grinky.
All of my words are sight words.
I was gonna say how your name sounds in your own character's voice is kind of how I figure it out. Because it's like the most important time you say it is to introduce the character.
Right.
And like, you know, if they're fancy, it's like you have to help choose the name and have to just get the vibe, like how they say their own name.
I like the idea of the triple, the ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba. It feels very I'm a preacher's kid.
Yeah. It like the formal side.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba. Ebony got this amazing raven red.
Have you ever heard of that character before?
No.
Oh, my immortal. Oh no.
And
I'm very new to this world.
It's a fanfic. Like infamous
It's
early 2000s Harry Potter fanfic that no one is sure if it was written in sincerity or as a parody of Batman.
Oh, it was in sincerity, 100. It was from the time in the internet where it was sincere. I 100% an earnest 16-year-old wrote this fic. Just do yourself a favor and look up My Immortal fanfic at some point. And it has such gems. It's been a while since I read it, and Hannah would be mad that I am not probably saying exact details here. But I believe it has something along the lines of like Gerard Way and the My Chemical Romance band existing in the Harry Potter verse, and those romances happening. It gets off the rails quickly. But yes, we had a reference to it last season.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of the options, and I will look at every single one of them, and I will deeply consider them.
Horse-drawn confessional. Where were you last season, Dan? I was doing bad
That's
stuff.
good.
That's
That is
so
good.
good.
That's really good.
Horse-drawn as an adjective. We lost that one. It needs to come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But who?
Thank you all so much. Thank you, Jared and Katie, for being on the show tonight. Thank you to everyone who watched, everyone who's still watching. Y'all are awesome. And we'll see you next week.
The IT crowd. The IT crowd.